So, ESTA visa for the US. I think most countries have to have this visa, and it's kind of required to get into the States. So I applied for a good, I think it was about a month before I went. And it was good because luckily it took only a few hours to get into my inbox, because you apply for it and then it only takes a couple hours for most people. But just in case, depending on your country, you might want to apply very early because it could take over 24 hours, etc. But some people, if you've been to some countries where, say, you're on a banned list from the States, then you might have to go visit an embassy to be eligible to actually enter the States and apply for the visa. So definitely check on the website what requirements and what countries you do have to get checked up on. Make sure that's all done and dusted before you jump on your flight, because you will be asked before getting to the airport. I think it's only 15, 20 USD to buy it. So yeah, it's not too bad. When we arrived into America, you might have seen in the video, Harry kind of tricked me and said that he wasn't allowed in and had to return, but it was just a joke. And yeah, it was super easy. We decided to go through Hawaii because it was more of a backdoor way. You're not going to the mainland first. I've had some problems when traveling with the family. My sister did have to get stopped for a while and questioned, and whether you're going to get a connecting flight or something, it could be a bit of a hassle. So we saw Hawaii as a cheap option to fly from Australia to the mainland, stopping midway in Hawaii and spending a few days there. So it was quite good. And yeah, just the customs and immigration was very relaxed and Hawaiian, easygoing people. In terms of the itinerary, I'll also be sharing a lot of that. First up, we got the Jeep, which I'll talk about soon. We then made our way into Waikiki, so I'll share my screen. Hopefully I can. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. So we arrived here into, I'm not sure, Daniel K. Yeah, it was overnight flight all the way from Sydney, Australia. So it was a decent mission. Arriving in Hawaii at 5 a.m. was good. That left us with a full day of traveling around, exploring Waikiki area in Honolulu. So for those that don't know, and if you're going for the first time, this is kind of the tourist capital, the central of Honolulu. You have everything from all the American brands you could think of, brands around the world. Look at that, you got Chris's Steakhouse, Duke's Waikiki, the Sheraton, Aston, pretty much everything you can think of. We ended up staying at a hotel somewhere in the back streets over here. I'll put on screen now where we stayed, and it was around $230 a night. So something we found out after just arriving into the States was there's going to be a lot of hotel resort tax or resort packages. So that kind of requires you to pay 25 to 30% more than what you see or what you're told. So that's a bit annoying. Just be prepared for that. And yeah, 200 USD was the cheapest we could find on the day. So maybe if you book a month before, you could get a deal at a better place for that price. But it was fine. Definitely a lot older. You're going to get far better bang for your buck in other parts of the world, but that's what you get in one of the most expensive state in the world, or US. So yeah, I think we spent one day here. Something you really want to know that's quite handy, something really handy to know, is if you're staying in here and you've got a rental car, which I'll talk on next, free parking is all available down here, Montserrat Avenue. So there's a big car park right here. That might be, metered parking, but all along this road is free parking, plus probably up here as well. So instead of paying 30 to 50 USD a night for a parking garage around here, just drive right here and you'll have free parking, and easy as that. I've heard of some people's cars being broken into, but that's pretty unfortunate. Just make sure you take all your stuff out. You don't want to leave good, valuable things in your car, obviously. And with our Jeep, we did pick that up from the airport. So yeah, picked it up at Daniel K. And I think in total for 3 days, it was around $400 US. Would I recommend getting one? Yeah. For if you're wanting to explore the island and you're not just in Waikiki, then I think it's a must, because surprisingly, when I'll go to our next spot. It's only around an hour, maybe just over an hour drive into the North Shore. And being able to see that part of the island is definitely a more real side of Hawaii, which is quite nice. So I definitely recommend the Jeep, and driving on the right, super easy to get used to. It's definitely, you have to switch it up in your head if you haven't driven on the right, or if you're from New Zealand like me, or somewhere else, say Australia. Before we go into the Jeep and the road trip, which I'll share more about, we started off just exploring Waikiki. In terms of prices, we went to it's like a fast food diner place. Honestly, it was pretty average. I felt awful after the food, and considering the price, which was around 23-25 US per meal, it was disgusting seeing the price tag after we ate. So don't know if I'd recommend that. That's kind of what we found in Waikiki. Prices were just ridiculous. There's also McDonald's down here. I didn't eat too much for dinner one night, so actually went down there. A few homeless people on the streets. It was fine though. Compared to other places, you're not going to be too worried in Honolulu or Waikiki. Per day, you're looking at, for one person, a good 40 to 50 USD on food. Coffees, $8 US, $6 US. Then a good meal with, maybe you could find, you have your places like Cheesecake Factory, general places up on the hotels. Yeah, it's going to be $25, $30 when you're looking at tips as well. Not being from the States, you have to consider paying tips too, which is a bit interesting, and don't know if I'm a fan. But anyway, so that's kind of Honolulu. For how long you need, I would say probably 2 days would be sweet. If you're there to relax, you can easily do a week. If you're in a resort, a nice hotel, and you just want to get sun, I know family that does that, or friends. So definitely it's fine for over a week if you want to, but do be prepared to not have to worry or think about money if you are going. You don't want to be worrying about that, so take that into consideration. The rental car, we made our way up to down this road here in the back of Waikiki to jump onto the freeway, which was pretty intense. With it, you can see on maps how there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, an 8-lane highway in the middle of Waikiki. So yeah, but the benefit of that is that it only takes you, 20 minutes to drive to Pearl Harbor, which was very cool. I think we paid barely anything to get in. I think it was actually free because, yeah, last time I went, there was this, which is actually the submarine is on the map. That costs, I think, maybe only $15, $20, $18, I think I remember. But if you take the USS Arizona Memorial Ferry, it's free. So you will see lots of price tags and stuff, but that's for more in-depth museum tours or something. But yeah, we took the USS Arizona ferry over the bay on a US Marine ship from the Army, or the, you know what I mean? That was really cool, being able to see that. Pretty amazing. You can kind of see it on these photos. You can actually see the top of where the engines were, and yeah, really cool design all over top of it. Or still oil coming out of the ship because it's been stuck down there and it's just little cracks still making it come up. So yeah, definitely worth a visit. You can see where it was docked up at the time. And after that, on our trip up through the island from Pearl Harbor, you're looking at a 50-minute to 60-minute drive up to the North Shore. And on the way, we saw the Dole Plantation, which is interesting history, obviously. If you look into it, it's very interesting. In terms of stopping, seeing these red pineapples, it was really cool. You can't really miss it. It's on the main road. There might be 2 or more on the actual island. So yeah, but this is real easy because you just stop on the way to the North Shore. Really sweet ice cream, probably $7 US. After the Dole Plantation, we made our way up to the North Shore. Really beautiful through here. You almost feel like you're in, you could be in like the middle of America. It's just these fields, dry fields, open scenery. And whether that's part of the plantation, it must be. You start to come in, still big highways. Down the hill, you can start to see all the water. Made our way all the way. And the first stop you would have seen in the video was Waimea River. Really cool beach. Really easy to miss because if you're going to Pipeline, you probably just drive past it. This is actually really similar to a beach back home. Maybe next time. And then, yeah, the lifeguard tower here, parking, it's just free. We had to drive around a couple times. Luckily, we parked right here. Someone pulled out. But yeah, quite busy. Maybe try to go early in the morning. I think it would be a really good beach to spend a day at. Also, we didn't do it, but driving down here is highly recommended because there's a trail right here which takes you to a nice waterfall somewhere in there. So regret not doing that. Definitely do it if you're there. You can probably just park up, stay parked there, walk down. But saying that, there's a big car park here, so you don't have to. Botanical gardens, oh wow, really should have done that. That's the one thing with Hawaii, the nature is just insane. And then, yeah, afterwards, we were quite hungry. We were doing rock jumps and stuff here on this rock as well, which was really fun, met some cool people. And yeah, water, we could swim, it was fine. Afterwards, we were quite hungry, so we made our way down into kind of the North Shore. I think it was actually around here. And yeah, Pupuka Grill. This is where we stopped for lunch. Met a local there and kind of got told this was the best spot on the island for food. Yeah, you can see it. You can't really miss this blue truck. Big sign on the top, nice seating area, really cool photos around here. I had the teriyaki chicken plate. Maybe that's it. No, that's quesadillas. And Harry had a poke bowl, which looked awesome. Some of the freshest, nicest food and reasonably priced. This is what I had. Yeah, that's what I had there. Only $14, I think. So really good value. Then afterwards, we found out lots of turtles and stuff swim around here. So you could go for a snorkeling. Bring some snorkels, I recommend. But after that, made our way up the road to Pipeline. So let's pull up the map again. Pipeline starts here. Didn't realize as well that this beach is incredibly nice. Maybe this will do it justice. Yeah, that does it justice. Stupidly nice, really cool. Not many people. It was summer, starting summer, end of winter. So the waves, not many waves. That was maybe the wrong island I was just showing you. But yeah, anyway, it was really nice. Where are we? So we drove up here. There's a skate park and it's parked somewhere around here. I think this was around here. Yeah, there's lots of car parks all around here. Beach was so nice. You'll be seeing videos I'll put on screen now. But yeah, super nice beach. Would definitely recommend. Have to check it out. And if you're in winter, it's even better. We planned on driving around here. However, we had to get back. So, which led us to our next activity, which is very fun and is a bit of a must do, I think. But here you have Turtle Bay. So that's a nice resort. If you're looking for a nice place to stay, check that out. But yeah, more lovely beaches all around here. The famous Jurassic Park filming locations all around here as well. I think that's somewhere down here. Maybe this is it. Kualoa Ranch, that's it. So you can see this is where Jurassic Park's all filmed. Some dinosaurs right here, horses. And like, look at that. That's incredible. I think next time I'm super keen to do that. So we booked I'll put it on screen, but it was really nice. We went to this local dance showing the different cultures in the Polynesian culture. So you have like the Maori from New Zealand doing the hakas and the Tongan, Fiji, all these warrior dances, which was really, really amazing to see. Kind of was cool seeing it from home as well. But yeah, good food. There's a big, buffet with all this amazing local produce, fresh food, which was awesome. And that was somewhere, let's see if we can find it. Yeah, this is it. So it's actually a golf course. And then you can actually see a video right here. So this is what we saw. So that's where it is, kind of off the main road, which is actually quite nice. Take the nicer road back. But yeah, we saw that at the end of the day. It was dark by the time we saw it. And then we still had time because it's only 30 minutes to drive here. And yeah, it was really nice. Definitely recommend. Tourist hotspot, but that's kind of what you're signing up for. You have to do those things and really recommend. Made our way back to Honolulu, Waikiki, Waikiki, sorry, and found a park. I think that's the night we found the free parking. So we wish we found that earlier. So in terms of people, we also went over to a homeless camp on the west side of the island. So if we go back to the map, over here, we went for a ride and saw what was happening in the homeless situations. This entire coastline is just filled with tents and makes for a pretty interesting day. We just wanted to go talk to some people, see what was going on. Really friendly, nice people. Just unfortunate situations for them. You'll see if you watch the video. But yeah, quite an interesting scene over here. More, I don't know, if you're doing a road trip, I'd definitely say go this way. That's kind of the ideal road trip. And then if you have more time, come up here. But beautiful beaches all along here. Really unfortunate for the people that have to be living like that. In terms of temperature, it was really nice. We only got caught in the rain once. That was when we were visiting the homeless camp. And yeah, so that was fine. Just classic Hawaii weather. It was warm, not too humid. Probably don't wear cotton. I think I was wearing this top. Get a more breathable material. Lots of sunscreen, your hats, all that. Some other things we also thought of once we got in to Honolulu on our last night after going to the dance was, if you stayed at a hotel, maybe out of Waikiki, or got an Airbnb out of Waikiki, could be a better option. You have Whole Foods over here. Yeah, if you're not staying in this little contained area of Waikiki, you could be saving $100. Maybe get something just as good. So maybe check that out if you're booking your trip. Could be worth the insights. And what to avoid in the trip to Honolulu. I think if you're going to Pipeline and you really want to see the waves, go in winter, because that's when it's actually pumping. You might see some professionals out there. J.O.B., Kawa Rothman, Smith, everyone out like that. John, Florence. Avoid going there if you don't have a lot of savings. Still in the early days of my channel, and yeah, it was awesome to be going with my friend Harry. But yeah, can't see myself going back there anytime soon. I'll just say that. Also very important, make sure you have a travel credit card, kind of international credit card. I use Wise. I'm not sponsored by them, but this is my link. I'll put a thing on screen. Be sure to check this out. It does give me a small commission, so support the channel as I'm still starting out if you guys want to support. But yeah, this really helps because when you pay for things, you're not paying with your bank's conversion, you're just paying with the set rate. So it's just like having a USA card from Hawaii, which is awesome because you save money and it's very convenient. It's very easy to track spendings. So yeah, I'm going to try to get a few people to sign up with my code, and then hopefully one day we can get sponsored, work with them, and be able to afford more adventures and make videos in the future. Also, you would have seen jumping off the rock into the ocean. Very safe, very fine. But safety wings is the insurance that I use as well. So great for nomads, single people, couples, traveling, because it's very easy. It's just like real clearly set up. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.